May 20, John 11, 1-53. Verse 1. Now there was a certain man sick, Lazarus of Bethany, of the village of Mary and Martha her sister. 2. It was and Mary who anointed the Lord with ointment and wiped his feet with her hair, whose brother Lazarus was sick. 3. Sent therefore the sisters to him, saying, Lord, lo, he whom you love is sick. 4. But having heard, Jesus said, This sickness is not unto death, but for the glory of God, that may be glorified the Son of God by it. 5. Loved now Jesus Martha and sister her and Lazarus. 6. When therefore he heard that he is sick, then indeed he remained in which he was placed 2 days. 7. Then after this he says to the disciples, Let us go into Judea again. 8. Say to him the disciples, Rabbi, just now we're seeking you to stone the Jews, and again go you there? 9. Answered Jesus, Not 12 are there hours in the day? If anyone walk in the day, he stumbles not, because the light of this world he sees. 10. But if anyone walk in the night, he stumbles, because the light is not in him. 11. These things he said, and after this he says to them, Lazarus our friend has fallen asleep, but I go that I may awake him. 12. Said therefore his disciples, Lord, if he has fallen asleep, he will get well. 13. But had spoken Jesus of his death, but they thought that of the rest of sleep he speaks. 14. Then therefore said to them Jesus plainly, Lazarus died. 15. And I rejoice on your account, in order that you may believe that I was not there, but let us go to him. 16. Said therefore Thomas, called Didymus, to the fellow disciples, Let go also us, that we may die with him. 17. Having come, therefore Jesus found him 4 days already, having been in the tomb. 18. Now was Bethany near to Jerusalem, about off furlongs 15. 19. And many of the Jews had come unto those around Martha and Mary, that they might console them concerning their brother. 20. Martha, therefore, when she heard that Jesus is coming, met him, but Mary in the house was sitting. 21. Then said Martha to Jesus, Lord, if you had been here, my brother had not died. 22. But even now I know that whatever you may ask of God will give you God. 23. Says to her Jesus, Will rise again, brother your. 24. Says to him Martha, I know that he will rise again in the resurrection in the last day. 25. Said to her Jesus, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believes on me, though he die, he shall live. 26. And every one who lives and believes on me in no wise shall die forever. Believe you this? 27. She says to him, Yes, Lord, I have believed that you are the Christ, the Son of God, who into the world comes. 28. And these things having said, she went away and called Mary, her sister, secretly, saying, The teacher is come, and calls you. 29. She, when she heard, rises up quickly and comes to him. 30. Now not yet had come Jesus into the village, but was in the place where met him Martha. 31. The Jews therefore who were with her in the house, and consoling her, having seen Mary, that quickly she rose up and went out, followed her, saying, She is going to the tomb, that she may weep there. 32. Mary therefore, when she came where was Jesus, seeing him, fell at his feet, saying to him, Lord, if you had been here, had not died my brother. 33. Jesus therefore, when he saw her weeping, and the who came with her, Jews, weeping, he groaned in spirit, and troubled himself. 34. And said, Where have you laid him? They say to him, Lord, come and see. 35. Wept Jesus. 36. Said therefore the Jews, Behold, how he loved him. 37. But some of them said, Was not Abel this man, who opened the eyes of the blind man, to have caused that also this one should not have died? 38. Jesus therefore, again groaning in himself, comes to the tomb. Now it was a cave, and a stone was lying upon it. 39. Says Jesus, Take away the stone. Says to him the sister of him who has died, Martha, Lord, already he stinks 4 days, for it is. 40. Says to her Jesus, Said I not to you, that if you should believe, you shall see the glory of God? 41. They took away therefore the stone where was the dead laid. And Jesus lifted his eyes upwards, and said, Father, I thank you that you heard me. 42. And I know that always me you hear, but on account of the crowd who stand around, I said it, that they might believe that you me did send. 43. And these things having said with a voice loud, he cried, Lazarus, come forth. 44. And came forth he who had been dead, bound feet and hands with grave clothes, and his face with a handkerchief bound about. Says to them, Jesus, Loose him, and let him go. 45. Many therefore of the Jews who came to Mary and saw what did Jesus believed on him. 46. But some of them went to the Pharisees and told them what did Jesus. 47. Gathered therefore the chief priests and the Pharisees a council, and said, What do we? For this man many signs does. 48. If we let alone him, thus all will believe on him, and will come the Romans, and will take away from us both the place and the nation. 49. But a certain one of them, Caiaphas, the high priest being of that year, said to them, You know nothing. 50. Nor consider that it is profitable for us that one man should die for the people, and not whole the nation should perish. 51. But this from himself he said not, but high priest being of that year prophesied that was about Jesus to die for the nation. 52. And not for the nation only, but that also the children of God, who have been scattered abroad, he might gather together into one. 53. From that therefore day they took counsel together, that they might kill him.